I want to welcome my most esteemed and infamous filmmaker friend, Mr. Ben Barack Andrews in Seattle, Washington. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Ed, for having me. I appreciate it. I need to hire you as my hype man.
All right. So, where are you from and where are you now? I mean,
Uh,
specifically, not psychologically.
yeah, I was born and raised in southern Idaho, in a really small town. Uh, Born in Jerome and raised in Wendell, Idaho, like 1,000 people. And then when I was probably teens, middle school, I came to Washington and ended up graduating high school from Puyallup High School, Puyallup, Washington. And now for the last 15 years or so, I've been living in Renton, Washington.
And one thing that's really intriguing is you've embraced community, and you can tell by that thing behind you about the Seattle Film Institute. I think one reason I gravitate to you is I've done similar things. I've created organizations and been involved in them, and that's always been. I'm doing this. I mean, this is another version of this, and you put on these amazing Seattle Film Summits, and really brought a lot of film and music people together in Seattle. And this year, I thought it was tremendous. It went on for 3 weeks virtually, which kind of made up for the 3 days live. That was insane. You're still recovering.
170 panelists from around the world over
Wow.
3 weeks, plus 55 actors for our Love 'em table reads. Um, yeah, yeah, and it was. But we were. It almost killed me, but I'm super proud of it.
Right.
We had viewers from 27 different countries, and we did this organically. I mean, we all know currently the social climate is really all inclusionary and equality, and that's definitely something that I stand for. But what was really cool about the summit is we're just trying to line up panelists, right? We're trying to blow through this, and we get 170 panelists, and then I'm like 3 days before the summit, I'm like, oh, I should do the math. We should just check how diverse we are. We ended up, so we did this organically. We ended up of the 170, 50% of them were female industry
Yeah.
influencers, and 25% were from culturally diverse from all across the world. So we were like, right, we're doing something right.
When you first kind of got going with this, was there anything that really kind of inspired you to do this? I mean, you came in again from the acting side, but I don't know, you tell me what.
That's a great question, and I think I don't know if I've had an inspiration per se. I've worked with people that inspire me, like David and Angela and Lucas, even you, people that jump in and just. What I love about a community is you find certain tribal members. I'm just going to use that term,
Yeah.
and they jump in, and you quickly learn that even though they're talented, they're not making this art for themselves. They're making it for this collaboration of film, and people that really do that effectively and well, yet still keep their creative thorough line or their the what's driving them, this kind of unique soul perspective, yet not at the expense of others, but at the elevation of others. God, hey, sign me up. I will follow you to the
Right.
grave. I love
Yeah,
people
yeah.
like that. What I learned as an adult is that with zero art in my heart, zero art in my heart, I was lost. And so my midlife crisis came in my 30s because I had no art and I knew something was missing. And then a few years into this, I realized that the creativity that I was immersing myself in, whether it was directing or producing or acting, um, I was filling that void, and it was helping me discover who I was as a human being. And that's why it's easy for me to be a champion for arts and film. And that's why I do the Seattle Film Summit. That's why I do all these things that bring, people together, because it's it saved me, right? It's like my
Mhm.
religion.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's like this good news. This saved me. Why do I why wouldn't I want to share that with everybody? Um, and so that's my inspiration. I think art and creativity saved me, and so it inspires me to keep sending that message